You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done, but the time it hit you, you're not surprised.
Ouroboros! Picked a great time to grow a pair, didn't you? So you're gonna play with me, huh? I don't think you understand how this shit works! Die! 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 Yeah, that's it. Go ahead and beg for mercy. Fat lot of good it's gonna do ya, but I do so love to hear you scream.
Everyone for tuning in. This is Legion, and tonight I have Chickzama with me, who will be answering a few questions regarding some of her player status and how she came up in the BlazBlue community.
Hey guys, Chickzama here. I run Exceed Assault, BBCF and BB Tag Exhibition Series. I also run the BB Tag General Discord. I'm also a competitive SG player. I'm that person who really likes Hazma. Nice to meet you all.
Oh, so you are gonna, so Exceed Assault will be running tournaments for BB Tag.
Yes, yes. So my format, I'm gonna be running a CF at the last Thursday of the month and BB Tag at the first Thursday of the month. So
okay.
I wanted to continue. Like I think it's really important that we continue supporting BBCF even with BB Tag coming out because they're totally different games and totally different good games.
I completely agree with you. You know, I keep seeing so many people saying, "Oh, BB Tag is gonna kill BBCF." Like, no, it's not. They're two different games, and there are so many characters that are not even in BB Tag. So we want to keep that game alive, especially if Mori gives us our wish, which he hinted at, that there might be a 3.0. So.
Yeah, it's definitely been heavily hinted. So I'm expecting it to come sometime soon. Hopefully, maybe we'll see something at Evo. Hopefully, it'd be nice.
I'm hoping with you. I'm hoping with you. So yes, for sure. But I'll get right to my first question. So how did you get into anime fighters, and was BlazBlue your first one?
It actually was not. There was this one random quote-unquote Darkstalkers PSP port, which was really bad, by the way, but it was fun. It's called like Darkstalkers Chronicle or something like that. It had like a couple of, I think maybe 2 Darkstalker games in it, and it was interesting. So I got into that. I played Morrigan, BB Hood, and Felicia, and by played I mean like I mashed and didn't know what the heck I was doing.
We all
but
did
it was
when we
fun.
started.
Yeah. So that's my origin.
That's not a surprise. I can totally see you as a Morrigan player. I mean, I played her myself in Marvel, so no hate from my end.
Yeah, she was really cool. I actually played her a little bit in Marvel back in the day when I briefly played that. She's a very aesthetic character. I love her.
I wish Infinite was doing well so I could continue to play her because she was on my team in Infinite. So I agree with you for sure. Definitely, she's very aesthetically pleasing. So how did you get into BlazBlue, or which BlazBlue was your first one in that case?
Alright, there's like a huge story to this. It was gonna be a sec. I technically started off with CT, but CS was already out at the time. Like, I was talking to my friend one day, and he was going on, like, he liked fighters as well. And I dabbled in other fighters like Dead or Alive, Soul Calibur, Smash, but I really didn't know how to play fighters at the time. But anyway, he goes on to tell me, like, oh hey, there's this new game coming out from the company who made Guilty Gear. Like, it has really cool art, it's new, and there's a huge storyline, blah blah blah. It looks really cool. And he goes on to tell me, oh yeah, there's this one character, he's in a suit, has green hair, his name's Hazma. And he's like, I think you're gonna love this character. And little did he know how rude he was.
And thus Chickzama was born, right?
I mean, actually, day one I really like Jin.
Really?
Yes, I really like Jin. I like water and ice aesthetics. So I saw Jin, I'm like, oh, this guy's really cool. No pun intended.
That is shocking.
It lasted for like 2 days, so it lasted 2 days. I'm like, oh, I got Jin for 2 days, and then I came back to Hazo. I'm like, okay, this is the character I'm gonna play.
Forever and ever.
Yes, I'm like, this is the character I want to play. I want to get good at. Like he's really aesthetic. He's a great antagonist. He has an interesting playstyle, and he's really cute. So that's always a bonus.
Oh, we anyone who knows you knows your love for the character. That is not to be disputed.
Oh yeah, that was like my original goal setting off. Like, I started off like, okay, I'm gonna learn fighting games for real, for Hazo. And then I'm like, okay, I want to get decent at this character. I want to get good at this character. Then I want to get great. Then I finally came to the point in like my career where I'm like, okay, I want to be the best Hazo. Period.
Okay, that definitely makes sense because, yeah, you definitely have strived very well. I mean, so much so, in fact, that this past weekend at Combo Breaker, you got out of pools. You made it. You did very well.
Yeah, I'm very surprised about that, actually. I did not, I mean, I can't say I didn't expect it, but it was actually my first time placing that high in a major. Especially one like Combo Breaker where everyone went. Like, every pool was stacked.
Oh, so there was heavy hitters in every pool. I know that, some people did report that, heavy hitters were in a few of them. I didn't know for all of them, though.
Yeah, there was at least like 2 killers in every pool, at the very least.
Oh, well, they have to keep it interesting somehow, I suppose.
Yeah, it was a really good turnout for us, or for Combo Breaker. It was definitely interesting.
Okay. So, which Blaze Blue would you say has had the best system in terms of balance?
I definitely think our current version, CF2, is really balanced, honestly.
Really?
Yes. Like, it has comeback mechanic with EA. I know some people have issues with EA, but they balance that out, I feel. And it's not too wild, like with the Gold Burst or anything, or Guard Primer system back in CS days. I think it's really balanced. Like, all the characters have a chance to win. Say for maybe a couple, but it happens. But I think it's really balanced overall. I like CF2.
I would agree with that. I mean, I personally don't have any real quarrels with CF2, aside from some minor hatreds that I automatically have. But I would say it's pretty balanced too. So my question is, if we do get a 3.0, what would you actually like to see your character get, or any changes that you would actually like to see?
Can I have Retention as reversal again?
It's not up to me, but if it was, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean,
that would be like my biggest wish was like, let me have a reversal again.
I could definitely understand that. I think the reason why a lot of people would argue against that is because Hazama is so hard to pin down that once we get to him, we don't want him to be able to run away anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So
definitely, especially now with like if they keep his chains the same, this is like arguably one of his best versions. 4 chains, even with the limit. So him having that is just, it kind of is a lot. But I mean, if we're saying what I want, yes, I would want reversal Hotenjin back.
Well, that is true. I did ask what you wanted, so rip on me on that one. So you're a really big name in the community, so much so that, when we're talking about tournaments, you started your own tournament series, which we opened up with, which is Exceed Assault. So what made you step out of the light of just being a competitor and want to be a tournament organizer?
There's also a story to this too, actually. I got very lucky. For one, I had a lot of good people who helped me out when I was throwing the idea around Twitter. But it actually started after EVO 2017. Yeah, EVO 2017. And I was assuming that was going to be the last BlazBlue. Like, this is going to be the last major for CF. The game's going to die. Something else is going to come out and replace it. The typical anime circle of life. But it was a really sad moment because I really love BB. And I made sure to go to EVO because I knew that was probably going to be my last major. And surprise, it was not.
Well, we're all thankful for that.
Yes, definitely. Like that year they announced CF2 and they announced BB Tag, and it was a really good year for Arc System Works. So when they announced that, I literally cried tears of joy. So I'm like, okay, I don't want it to get to this point again. Like, I don't want to have BB risk dying, you know? So I thought, like, okay, what kind of ways can I do to make, like, bring BB more into the spotlight, get more people involved or hyped or something else? Or what can I do to help out BB? And I thought about it. My initial thing was, like, running uh, weeklies for the Hazma Discord, which I actually did do it and like help out the new players and stuff. But then I thought about it, like there's a lot of Hazmas, but none of them play the same. So like you could literally put 3 different Hazmas, 5 different Hazmas on the same team, and they'd all play differently, and you can learn a lot from that. So I came up with the idea, okay, what if we did same teams, same character, different players versus each other? You can learn a lot from that, right? So it's like, that would be an interesting idea. So I threw it on Twitter, and it got the attention of a lot of high-profile people, and like Ebonic Plague, Raidhin, a couple other people, and they got me set up. Like, we like this idea a lot, blah, blah, blah. They introduced me to a lot of people, graphics people, commentators, streamers, and it started off from there. I got really lucky.
I mean, that's a really good way for it to actually have happened. Because I mean, I've played in a few online tournaments myself, and you're right. It does. You can see different styles, especially in CF2, where no two people really play the exact same because it really allows for a lot of creativity in their characters.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I was also thinking, like, I don't know if you heard of the Guilty Gear series Tension Pulse. They're like an exhibition series for Guilty. They do 1v1, sometimes teams. And like, why don't we have something like this for BB? So I'm like, why don't I do this?
And all it takes is that idea, right?
Yeah, and I ran with it. People ran with me, and I think we're in like 6 months in for EA. 7 months. It's almost going to be like a year anniversary. So it's doing pretty good.
And the link for EA's Twitch and Twitter will be in the link in the description, guys. So definitely do check them out because they do host tournaments, and I've watched a few of them at work, and I'm like, this is really good. This is really great. And some of them are midweek too, which is really phenomenal. And I think one of your guys' tournaments recently had somewhere close to 300 viewers, wasn't it?
Yes. For this month and kind of going into the next month, we decided to do a special for BB Tag. So we're gonna highlight the games that are in BB Tag. So we ran Eunice. We're gonna run Blaze Blue tomorrow, actually on the 31st, and Persona is gonna be next Thursday. And we got like 300 viewers for Undernight, and that was definitely amazing.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic, especially because Undernight, it's really a game that everyone's been praising lately, especially since we officially got it here in the West without having to import it. But it itself has never been at Evo. It's been at side tournaments, but it's like, why can't it have a chance up there?
Yeah, right? Like, I think the most fun part about doing these non-BB EAs is getting to talk to the rest of the community, like the different games. Like, they're really cool. Like, talking to the Eunice guys, they're super dedicated to their game. It was very fun to work with them, and I can see that passion in them. It was really nice.
I mean, I think the only more hardcore people that I've ever met, aside from the Unius players, are probably the Guilty Gear players. But yeah, the Unius players, they are really dedicated.
Oh yeah.
The things that they do for their community, I've been in the Discord for Unius. They are really dedicated for the stuff that they go through for their characters, trying to get their game promoted. It's amazing, and especially since when we did get the game, so many people have been praising it for having literally the best tutorial mode out of all fighting games, and that's saying a lot. Because when you stand next to something like Guilty Gear, which is like really complex, and Undernight is just everyone's praising it, even people who have never even played it before, that says a whole lot about how well designed the game is.
Oh, it definitely has like the best training mode too. It's a really good game. You should play it if you have not.
Oh, I definitely play it. I currently main Phonon now myself. I'm probably gonna change that. I just don't know who yet. But moving on, what are some of your goals as a player? Because like we discussed earlier, you made it really high at Combo Breaker. So what are some goals that you yourself or boundaries you want to push yourself past?
I definitely want to make top 8 at like some major. Like that's been my goal for a while. Like I'm really happy for placing 17th place, but of course I definitely want more and more and more. There's that, and I also want to like inspire more people to play BB and play Hosma specifically because I'm a little bit biased.
You had to slip that one in there, didn't you?
Yeah. I love interacting with all the different Hosmo players. Like it's really they're definitely like a family-based group of people. Like we say someone I'm going to a major, someone else going to a locals. We mention in the Discord, oh hey, we're gonna be here. Here's the stream link. Everyone joins. Everyone comes to tune in to watch and support their fellow Snake.
I've seen that happen. I can attest that is a real thing. I've watched some locals on a Saturday while I've been at work, and I'll just see some of the names that even I know just invade a stream when a Hazama or a Terami or a Susanoo or on screen at all.
Yeah, we're kind of like a gang.
Over.
we're kind of like a gang. Like for real.
Yeah, I've heard that thrown around a couple times, especially recently. So with that said, what is some advice you would give to someone who's looking to get into Anime Fighters or BlazBlue specifically?
You definitely want to check out your local scene. Like join your character's Discord, join your game's Discord. No matter, even if the question seems kind of dumb or basic, ask it anyway. Like there's no dumb question. And definitely don't be shy. Hang out with people, get some matches in. Even if you lose, it's a learning experience. So just take it with a grain of salt. Hold that L. Learn from it. Watch your replays. Like it definitely helps out.
I would definitely agree with that. Absolutely. Like embrace the suck, especially for matchups you struggle in. Because that's the only way you're going to get better. Even on top of that, join Discords that you don't play for characters you don't play. Because those people that run those Discords, they will tell you how to improve or what your character can do to get around in that matchup. So for sure. Well, guys, that has been my interview with Chickzama. I do thank her very much for coming out and speaking with me. Did you have any last words you wanted to say to anyone?
Definitely play Hazma, watch Exceed the Soul, and if you support me, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, and thank you very much, guys, for watching.
Alright, thank you for having me.
Restriction 666 released. Dimensional interference field deployed. Code SOL. Blaze Blue. Activate. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm starting to have some fun. The Master Unit Amaterasu. What kind of awesome nightmares will you show me this time? Now, the day of reckoning can begin.